Welcome to the second part of the BAO upgrade series on Linux platform. In the previous part, we successfully installed a new instance of Atrium Single Sign-On. In this video, we'll be upgrading the repository and CDP from 7603 to 7801. Let's get started. Before we begin, if you wish to migrate your existing user account and roles from the Access Manager to Atrium Single Sign-On, BAO 7.8 provides a migration tool. For more information on how to migrate your data, refer to the following link or visit the BMC community's YouTube channel and search for the video using BAO migration tool. Now let's start by creating a silent option file for the repository and CDP. At first, navigate to this location. Now scroll down. This page contains the upgrade option files for all the BAO components. As you can see, this one is for the repository and this one is for the CDP. Let's copy these sample option file templates and paste it in here. Now let's update this sample option file template and configure it to point to our existing repository server. At first, provide the location where your current repository is installed. This is the location where my 7603 repository is installed as of now. Next is the install type. For us, it's an upgrade. The feature we are installing is repository and we want the service to start after installation. Now for all the parameters which has security in it, it's basically pointing to Atrium Single Sign-On. So over here, provide the SSO fully qualified hostname. Now my SSO is running on port 8443 and it's running under HTTPS protocol. Now the next parameter is AO web server host. This is basically asking for the host name where the repository will be installed. My 7603 repository is installed on this machine. Next is the URL for your repository. Let's paste the hostname in here. And repository is installed on port 9080. Next is the administrator password for SSO. And now it's asking on which protocol we want our repository server to be after upgrade. I'll choose HTTP as 7603 instance of mine is installed on HTTP. Now let's modify the CDP option template. First is the install location. This is where my 7603 CDP is installed. We are doing an upgrade. The installing feature is CDP. We want the service to start after upgrade. Now over here, it's asking for the repository hostname. Next is the SSO administrator password. Now for the web service host, it's asking for the CDP host machine. This is the machine on which my CDP is currently installed. This is the URL for the CDP server. Provide the CDP startup port. And for me, the protocol will be HTTP. Now save these two files and copy them to the installation server of the repository and the CDP. This is my repository server. At first, make sure that your 7603 repository service is in stopped state. Looks good. To avoid any entropy related issues, run the entropy command. And now let's run the actual upgrade command. As you can see, I have updated this command to point to my 7801 installer, and I have supplied the repository option file as an input. Now hit enter and wait for the upgrade process to finish. You can ignore this warning message, and this message over here, it means that it is unable to locate the key store file. The reason being that we are running our 7603 instance of repository on HTTP. Looks like the upgrade process is completed. In the next part of the video series, we'll upgrade our CDP and content to the latest version.